Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome, chismosos y chismosas.
And welcome back to
SipYChisme.
Ooh. Yeah, so this video is going to be a little short, of course, but before we get right into that, go ahead and grab your drinks, your snacks, your whatever you need to watch this little video real quick, because we have ours. We are going to be drinking water today.
Water, stay hydrated.
Period. And cheers to a good conversation. Boom, 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 boom.
You gotta stay hydrated.
I'm gonna be sniffing through this video because my nose, my allergies are just kicking my ass right now. But so, like I said, today's video is gonna be a little different.
Yeah, it's a bit more raw.
Yeah,
and different.
We both look crazy, and we'll explain a little bit why we look a little crazy.
Yeah.
So, Kimberly.
Uh-huh.
You had surgery.
Yes, I did. For the second time in my life.
Do you want to explain what kind of surgery you had?
I had a mass lymphoma. I don't know what it's called, but
I don't know either.
It was a mass that wasn't cancerous. It got tested to make sure it wasn't cancerous. But
like a mass removal.
It was a mass removal. It was 25 centimeters. I got that done on Monday, so I'm still recovering.
So we're only a few days. Well, she's only a few days into her recovery.
Mm-hmm.
Another reason why we look so crazy, and why this video looks a little wonky.
And I'm not sitting up because I can't sit down.
Yeah. Do you want to? Where was your surgery located? Well, I'm like on your body.
It was near my hip and my leg, my butt. So not necessarily on my butt, because when they took it out, it's not really on my butt. It's more on my leg, going under my
like
hip.
Your high thigh.
Yeah, like my high thigh, but that's where it's at. So I can't really sit, but I also have a drain connected. No, it's not bleeding. I'm not wearing gauze or anything like that. It's just a drain that is connected and grabbing all blood.
The drain is just draining out whatever like excess blood that you have inside, or what exactly did they explain, like what the drain is for?
So the drain is basically so, because it has an empty area, it's so it doesn't create like a liquid in there. So
Okay.
blood and like the liquid, and like when you first bleed, like before you bleed, you have like this white liquid that comes out of your skin. Have you ever seen it? Like when you have like a scab or something, and it's like instead of blood, it comes out like a liquid, like clear liquid.
Yeah.
So it's that plus blood that is created and can refill that area.
Okay.
So the drain is taking out that blood to make sure that that area is not refilling again.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you feel? How did you feel going into the surgery?
Terrifying. I was terrified. I cried a lot, and they had to give me a benzo
to like calm you down.
Yeah, because I was freaking the fuck out.
But you went anesthesia. You went under anesthesia already because you had got
My
your
gallbladder
removed.
Yeah, I was under anesthesia back in November, which I was also very terrified. But they gave me Ativan, and it like
calmed you down,
shot me down. But this time, when they gave me a benzo, girl, when you're drunk, and you're like at that drunk where you're like,
This girl was on drugs. They drugged your
up
ass
there that they were asking me questions, and I'm like, whoa.
shit.
Like I could not.
God damn.
And then I remember like getting like taken to the OR, and I'm in there and I see a lady and she's like, "We're gonna put this on your face, we're gonna count." And I'm like, "Okay." She puts it on my face and she goes, "All right, we're gonna count to 20 and you should be asleep by 20." And so she gets to 20 and I'm like, "I'm not asleep, I'm not asleep, I'm not asleep."
I'm
Go to the
awake,
surgery
done.
yet.
I'm still awake. Don't grab the needle yet. And the needle and the blade.
Don't cut me yet.
And what did they say when you said that?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I actually said it. I don't think it came out my mouth. I don't think I actually like
Word it. Like but
anything.
like in your mind you're like, I'm awake, I can still hear you.
Yeah. And then I kind of like slowly just like, and all I remember is waking up. And I'm waking up and they're like, Miss Compos, Miss
You're
Compos.
ready, you're done.
No, they didn't even
Oh.
say that. They were like, well, where's her partner? Who does she come with? Um, who's her emergency contact? Like
Uh-huh.
emergency contact.
But you were finished.
I was finished. They were like, we need to call her emergency contact. And they were like, okay, one of her contacts is here. So that's fine. And then they were like, let's take her to the recovery room. She's going to be there for a little bit. And I could hear them, but I couldn't like physically wake up, if that makes sense.
Okay, so you were like awake, but like your body just wasn't catching up to like your mind.
Yeah, like it was like very slow, like super slow. Like it was behind. It
Oh
was so,
shit.
it was,
That's
I
so
felt
weird.
stupid, but like my reactions weren't fast enough, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then I remember going into the recovery room and I was like, where is she? And they're like, who is she talking about?
Like, you're looking for who here?
But I couldn't say. And they were like, it's probably the person that's waiting outside, her partner. And they go and they grab her and whatnot. And then that's it. I don't remember nothing besides going to the bathroom. I needed to pee so bad, but like I had the drain and everything. So I was
Yeah.
so scared. Um, I went to the bathroom and that was pretty much it. And I just remember being on the wheelchair and struggling to get in the car, in mom's car, and then struggling to get out of the car. That's all I remember. I don't
Oh,
remember
so
the
it's
ride
very
home.
choppy.
I don't remember the ride home. I don't remember. I remember getting home. I don't remember getting inside the house besides, I think, Meech. I feel like Meech was there, like
Yeah, he was
carrying,
the one like
like,
holding you on the
yeah.
wall.
And then I don't remember how I got on the couch at all. I just remember
Uh,
waking up and I was on the couch and then I went back to sleep. And
oh
that's
shit,
pretty,
so everything was just like
yeah. And
very
then
choppy.
I don't remember. Basically, it went like this: I went to sleep and I woke up and it was already Tuesday.
Oh shit, so like all Monday.
Like, I don't remember like eating, I don't remember using the restroom. I remember mom
Holy
saying
shit.
bye, but that's pretty much it.
Well, yeah, you were asleep most of the time on Monday. You were in and you were actually in and out of sleep.
Yeah.
You were like you're asleep and then you woke up for a little bit and you're like, hi, and then you like interacted a little bit and then you knocked out again.
But that's kind of how I am right now too because of the medication that they have me on right now. So I'm
I mean, so
very,
you're like very like not drowsy, but like you're more just like in and out. Like it knocks you out and then you wake up and it knocks you out again.
yeah. So my sleep schedule is really fucked up right now. Like, I can sleep for 6 hours straight, wake up for only 2 hours, and then go right back to sleep.
And that's only because of the medication.
Like,
And
it's
do you know how long you have to be on that?
until next week,
And your recovery is what you said 2 to 3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks. But I do have my post-op appointment on Tuesday, so we'll see how that goes.
I thought it was Wednesday,
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
hmm
Is that when they're also gonna take the drain out?
Yeah, I'm terrified of that. 'Cause, like, I don't know if they're gonna do it while I'm awake or if they're like gonna numb
I'm
that
pretty sure they're gonna
area.
numb you because they have to pull it out.
Mm.
I don't think they're gonna do it while you're like I mean, you're gonna be awake. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's gonna be like a surgery type of thing. It's like a
No,
same day kind of thing. So it's like they'll probably numb you to where you don't feel it, and then they're
probably.
gonna like pull it out. Just the
Uh,
thought of it. I
yeah.
believe. I think you're gonna feel it. I
The
think you're
drain
gonna
is
feel.
about like that big.
No, but I'm saying like I think you're gonna feel it come out, but not to where extent where you're just like it's gonna hurt.
Well, they have to sew it up too, so
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm pretty sure they're gonna numb the shit out of you.
let's hope so.
They're gonna numb your butt, and then they're gonna well your side mainly, and then they're gonna look at
Let's
your
hope so,
scar and all
cause
that.
I do not want to feel that pain. Like I already have pain sitting down, so it's like,
But how do you feel like now that it's removed?
well, to be honest with you, it still feels like it's there.
Really?
Yeah, but it's because I think it's personally because I'm scared to sit on it because it hurts.
So you're so oh because you've been so used to not sitting on that side anyways.
Yeah, and I don't know, just like I'm scared
But like, are you excited like for the recovery time? Like, not the recovery as in like right now that you're like in and
that
out of
my butt's
sleep
gonna
and
look normal.
yeah, like you're
Yes,
that you're gonna be able to
wear
like
certain things and not
yeah.
feel self-conscious.
Are you
Yeah.
excited for that?
Oh hell yeah, I am.
Like
I'm so
like
excited.
are you excited that um like do you think you're how do you say like self esteem, self conscious or whatever
Self-confidence.
confidence? You think that's gonna
Oh hell yeah.
up
Oh yeah, definitely. Cause that was one of my main like,
insecurities?
yeah, cause like I got so many like things. I got so many things told to me like, oh, did you get a BBL but you couldn't afford it so they only did half, or like
Like it was botched.
did you get a botched BBL where one deflated and the other one just stayed like,
Yeah.
and it was just like no, like in reality I fell a couple years ago, hurt myself really really bad. I did not know that I was growing anything until about 4 or 5 years later. Well, 5 years ago, I realized that I was actually growing something.
Yeah.
And then once it got too big, it was just like, whoa, okay, this is not normal, like at all. You should not have something that big back there and growing. And it was still growing because before it wasn't that big. And then when my surgery hit, it's 25 centimeters. So it's like, it's the size of a fucking football. Like it was fucking huge.
Yeah. And I remember they that the doctor had said um that it was another one was growing
Behind it.
behind it.
Yeah, so I'm glad I took it out. I'm really glad that I got it out because it was actually causing problems to my leg and my knee and my toe, my big toe. I didn't have feeling anymore, and it's kind of scary that it started affecting other things in my body that
Yeah.
you normally wouldn't have problems with, and
So it
it's
was just
just
like
like,
twisting your nerves and
yeah.
blocking a bunch of like basically like circulation.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I had two big nerves that were sitting across, so every time I sat down or every time like I laid down a certain way, it would hurt my hip
Mhm.
or it would hurt my inner thigh or hurt my knee. So they cut that off. They re-stitched it and they fixed whatever they could, but that nerve is it was cut. But I
Well,
could feel my toe again.
they did say that they sewed it back up. Like
Yeah.
they sewed those nerves back up. I don't know how the fuck they did that, but
Yeah.
they said they were able to. They probably glued them. Or they did wire. That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
like, do you think you'll have like? I mean, I know that it's removed. I
Mhm.
know you're gonna feel better on wearing things, but do you think you're gonna have like a thing about like your scar because of it? Like, do you know how some people they have surgery, they get something removed or they get something done, and they're happy with what the results are, but they hate the scarring.
Well, I'm not really like big on like worrying about my scars, to be honest with you. Because I have the scars on my stomach from my gallbladder removal. And it's like, I am planning on losing weight. I'm losing weight as I'm
Mhm.
going. So I don't really care.
Like it
Like in
doesn't
reality,
bother.
like I really don't care. Like I know it's gonna be a stitch back there, but well, like a scar back there. If I really, really care about it so much, I can just get a tattoo over it. Some like, I don't know, fucking
True.
flowers or something. But
Yeah.
as of right now, no, I'm not insecure about it at all.
And it's also in a good spot where it's like it's kind of like a higher thigh. So if you wear shorts or anything, it's not gonna show.
Yeah.
So
So he did
that's
it
nice.
in a perfect spot. That surgeon, I trust him. He did my other surgery,
He did your gallbladder one.
gallbladder. Yeah, and I really,
So you know like the scarring is gonna be really like minimum.
oh yeah, because he even said that it was gonna be as big as the mass that came out, the 25 centimeters. But he was able to put my thing as I think on the paperwork it says 5 centimeters.
Okay.
He was able to make it that small instead of making it 25 centimeters. So he was able to make it smaller than it.
Then it actually really was.
Yeah. So that's really, I'm grateful for that because
I wonder. I wonder. Do you think they recorded it?
no, but they took pictures because they showed her.
I wonder if you. I wonder if you can get
She
those.
said that it was like layered sideways, and it looked like a balloon.
The way that I saw it picture, it looked like there was layers of your skin peeled back.
Say it again.
There's layers of your skin peeled back, and I saw the actual like mass.
Oh, he took a
And
picture of it like while it was still in her.
yes, while she was still on her stomach, and the way I
Oh
was
wow.
describing it to her because she looked at pictures, it looked. The top of it looked so soft. The best way I could describe it is it looked like a balloon. It was so soft on the top. It looked squishy. It didn't have weird bumps,
Ah,
nothing like that. And there were
that's
actual veins
crazy.
inside of the mass that was sitting right there.
Oh wow.
So like it honestly it looked on the inside.
Like they just blew her up. Like they just.
Yeah, like it was a balloon. And they said it was very easy because they just squeezed the side and it just came out. They
Holy
didn't have to do
shit.
anything extra besides cutting the nerve.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Because
And
the crazy part is I've seen people take mask like when we were doing the research and everything, we
Yeah.
saw people get their like the mask removed
And it
in
looked
like
like
different
chunks.
parts of their bodies. There was
And
one of the ladies, we had saw a lady that had
had it on
one
her
on her
back.
back, like literally on her neck.
Hmm.
And when they cut it open, everything, it was literally like it looked like muscle, like
Like
chunk
chunks of
muscle.
muscle.
And the lady was squeezing it and squeezing it and squeezing it, and it was coming out like regular,
Like
like
pus.
pus and stuff. Like it was coming out fine, but it was coming out in chunks. So to hear that yours came out like a balloon and it was
Yeah, it's
soft, is
crazy.
like,
so
what
when
the
I
fuck
say
really
the
was it?
size
It
of
was
how her butt was,
lymphoma.
like
Lymphoma.
how far out it was, that was
Lipoma.
how big
There you
it
go. It was a
was
lipoma.
on the inside.
That what?
That's how big it was on the inside.
Of how much it was sticking
Like
out.
with how much was sticking out on your butt, that was the size of the actual mass. There was not fluid around it that made it bigger. It was solid, as in her entire area. It looks like a big ass balloon.
I wonder probably that's why. Because like
My own BBL on my body.
no, but I wonder if that's like the reason why. One, because you had it in like your thigh area, so there's not much. I mean, I guess you say there's not much like
Fat.
muscle fat or whatever. Like then having something being like the shoulders or the
Yeah.
face or the neck or the
It's
legs or
crazy.
like I would love to see those pictures. I wonder if your doctor would give them to you.
I can ask for them.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna show you when you go and see him again. I'm pretty sure they're gonna lay them all out for you and be like, "This is what it
It
looked
looked like.
like." Because it's like they couldn't show you the day of because it was you were drugged out, like you
Yeah.
were out of it. So they're even if they did show you, you probably would have remembered.
Yeah, that's how you did it.
Probably
So
not.
I'm pretty sure you're
That's
gonna be
crazy.
able to show that. Would you be interested in posting it, like,
Yeah.
posting about it
Oh,
and
definitely.
like showing everyone like what it looked like before and after.
Yeah, because it's an educational thing. It's more of like, what if you have it, or what if someone you know has something growing?
Yeah. Do you want to explain a little bit more about like how it happened? Because
Oh,
a lot of people, it could, yeah, it's gonna be like,
oh,
how did
okay.
it happen? Like,
Well,
what caused it? Because some people, when it comes to a mask, they think, of course, cancer, and then they think of
yeah.
like, oh, it's a medical condition,
No,
that it just grows out of nowhere.
no, it was none of that. I actually, like I was saying earlier, that I didn't know about it until like a few years ago. So about like 9 years ago, 8 years ago, I want to say, we went to my grandma's house, and she did these Mickey Mouse chairs. She basically undid her chairs to get,
Fabric them, right?
yeah,
Like she put
refabric them, and she did everything she's supposed to do. She didn't do anything that was not abnormal. Well, I sat on one of the chairs, and it broke when I slid it. I slid it like to slide under the table, and it broke. And she has like this step that used to be by her. She doesn't have her kitchen table there anymore, but this certain step by her kitchen table that she had, I ended up landing right on top of that,
like the
the
corner.
edge. Well, it wasn't the corner because it's the step that it's like
Yeah,
for you to get up
it's
on
the
the living room. Well, I fell on that step just on one butt cheek, and it hurt. It hurt like a bitch, and I was in a lot of pain. I thought I broke my tailbone. That's how bad it hurt. Cause if I fell like full force,
yeah.
didn't feel anything. Then we went back to her house a couple years later. Well, I mean, we were always at her house, but when I finally noticed it, I was sitting on her floor playing with one of her dogs, and I felt like a little ball, like if I was sitting on a balloon. That's what it felt like. Like I was sitting on an actual balloon, like a tiny balloon that wouldn't pop. So I thought it was maybe just a muscle, or like, when you get those knots
Like
on your
non,
back.
uh-huh.
So I was rubbing, like, it looked weird, but I was rubbing my butt on the floor, but I was like, trying to massage it out.
Mhm.
Nothing, nothing worked. Time passed, and
It just grew.
yeah, it just grew, but little by little by little. At first, it was very tiny. It was like probably the size of like a golf ball. And then then when I finally noticed it again, it was probably like the size of like a baseball.
Where it's like it was poking out already.
Yeah, and it started growing more and more and more, and then finally, when it got to the size of an actual softball, which softballs are a
Or a little
bit
bit bigger.
bigger,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this is not normal. And then when people started noticing it, that's when I was like, okay, this is not normal,
Like you
like
gotta
at
go get
all.
it
I
checked.
gotta get it checked.
Yeah.
And then 2 years ago is when it blew up to be the size
Of a football.
of a football, and
And then we're talking like the big footballs.
normal size football,
Oh
normal
wow.
size NFL normal size football. That's how big it was, and it was very very hard to wear anything. Your main thought is wear baggy clothes. So I was wearing
Yeah.
sweats, and when people be like, "Oh, wear a dress," like it's hard to wear a dress, because you could see it.
Mhm.
Hardly can't wear tights because
You
unless you
could
wear
see
a long
it.
shirt, you
Yeah.
know. Then I got to a point where I didn't give a shit anymore. But then it was like, okay, then I would glance and see myself in the mirror, and I'll be like, seriously, like it was a hit to my, what is it called, my self esteem. Yeah, it was a big hit to that. And then slowly but surely, now we're doing this, and I got it removed. So
Now you're on a journey
yeah,
to just like feel better about yourself.
yeah. Now I just gotta worry about like the skin
Yeah. Which
and
I'm pretty
toning
sure,
it.
yeah, toning it and all that should be fine. I feel like I think there is a chance where you might still have that little extra skin at the end that doesn't that doesn't form into like
And that's
basically
fine. That's fine. I don't care. I don't really care about it as much because I just want to be able to wear pants and not feel like there's like a big fucking tumor sticking out of my
yeah.
ass. You know what I mean? Like,
And plus, you like wearing pants, jeans, tights, certain underwear, whatever should like
yeah.
cover it enough to where it, well, not cover it, but like to form it the way you want it to, where it's like
Yeah.
it's not sticking out, it's not making you feel.
Not only that, but like, when you're like losing weight
Hmm.
and you're like, oh my God, I'm losing so much weight. Like, I can wear these pants now because my waist is smaller, right?
Yeah,
Well, with that, I couldn't. Like, I would put on my pants, yes, and the waist still be like, it'll fit like loose. But on that side of the butt, it was like super fucking tight.
yeah. So
And it
like
was
you
just like,
couldn't really wear jeans,
no, no.
but now you're gonna be able to, and that's
Yeah, I'm gonna be
exciting.
able to wear jeans. I'm gonna be able to wear dresses again, skirts, tights like normal. Like, I'm just so excited to be able to dress the way I want to dress.
Yeah.
That's my exciting
And
part.
not that be in the way, not only it being something that you were like self-conscious about, but something that was literally in the way
Yeah,
of like you wearing certain things.
yeah. So I'm really, really excited that I'm able to wear what I want to wear now.
That's exciting. Well, if you guys have any stories of something similar, and you guys also, if you guys want to see the before and after pictures, comment down below and she'll definitely show those. We'll
Yeah, we'll
most
probably post
likely.
them on our Instagram.
Yeah. So on our SipYChisme, well, SipYChisme Instagram, it will be posted there. Also, all our social medias will be listed down below. So I'm pretty sure she'll have her own story time on her own platforms as well. So if you guys are excited for that and want to see that or have any questions that we didn't cover, comment down below and we'll be able to answer them in any post or probably in our next video.
Yeah.
We did want to let you guys know there is a chance that we might not have. I know this is, which we didn't actually mention, and I completely forgot. This is episode 13.
Yes.
13.
13.
Episode 14 might be a little late, but it will be worth it. Trust me.
Yeah.
It will be worth it. So I know this one is being posted Wednesday.
Yeah.
And so there might not be one for Sunday, but we got you.
Don't worry about it. We got you. We
We
ain't forget
usually
about
don't.
y'all.
We try not to miss. As you can see, we're still recording, even though we're tired and well, she's recovering,
Yep.
but we gotta get these videos out for you guys. But we're giving you guys a heads up that we will be late on Sunday's video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed episode 13. And we will see you in our next video.
Bye.
Bye.